with failure. The first failure is the beginning of education. What we have unlearned. If you have to put someone on a pedestal, put teachers. They are society's heroes. The duties of a teacher are neither few nor small, but they elevate the mind and give energy to the character. The best teachers are those who show you where to look, but don't tell you what to see. Better than 1,000 days of diligent study is one day with a great teacher. Your heart is slightly bigger than the average human heart, but that's because you're a teacher. Teachers can change lives with just the right mix of chalk and challenges. Teaching is the greatest act of optimism. One child, one teacher, one book, and one pen can change the world. Students don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. It is not what is poured into a student that counts, but what is planted. Teachers have 3 loves: love of learning, love of learners, and the love of bringing the first 2 loves together. The art of teaching is the art of assisting discovery. Education doesn't just make us smarter, it makes us whole. Teaching kids to count is fine, but teaching them what counts is best. I am indebted to my father for living, but to my teacher for living well. A teacher affects eternity. He can never tell where his influence stops. I like a teacher who gives you something to take home to think about besides homework. I have learned silence from the talkative, toleration from the intolerant, and kindness from the unkind. Yet, strange, I am ungrateful to those teachers. A good teacher can inspire hope, ignite the imagination, and instill a love of learning. A teacher who is attempting to teach without inspiring the pupil with a desire to learn is hammering on cold iron. Good teachers know how to bring out the best in students. An investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Change is the end result of all true learning. Education is the passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today. The roots of education are bitter, but the fruit is sweet. The more that you read, the more things you will know. The more that you learn, the more places you'll go. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. The learning process continues until the day you die. Education is not the filling of a pail, but the lighting of a fire. Develop a passion for learning. If you do, you will never cease to grow. Education is not preparation for life. Education is life itself. They know enough who know how to learn. Education is the ability to listen to almost anything without losing your temper or your self-confidence. They cannot stop me. I will get my education if it is in the home, school, or any place. Education is the most powerful weapon you can use to change the world. He who opens a school door closes a prison. Education is the ability to meet life situations. Learning starts with failure. The first failure is the beginning of education. Intelligence plus character, that is the goal of true education. Education consists mainly of what we have unlearned. If you have to put the duties of a teacher are neither few nor small, but they elevate the mind and give energy to the character. The best teachers are those who show you where to look, but don't tell you what to see. Better than 1,000 days of diligent study is one day with a great teacher. Your heart is slightly bigger than the average human heart, but that's because you're a teacher. Teachers can change lives with just the right mix of chalk and challenges. Teaching is the greatest.
Good evening, everybody. Could you please confirm if I'm audible? All right, thank you, Cherian. Thank you. Yes, I can see yes in the chat. All right, thank you. Thank you once again, and good evening to you all. Thank you for registering and attending the 7-day national level online faculty development program on outcome-based education and essential AI tools for teachers. This is organized by the Internal Quality Assurance Cell, IQAC, and the Department of Computer Science of St. Albert's College, Autonomous, Ernakulam, in association with the Kerala State Higher Education Council, the KSHEC. We would like to welcome today's resource person, Dr. Suresh Nambudiri, who's the Director of SPR Technologies, Pune. And also, we would like to welcome all the FTP participants of today. Now, about this FTP, this is a 7-day program with live sessions from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. And this is the 5th day of our FTP. We got 2 more days to go, and we expect you to attend those 2 days as well. Now, fee for the LMS access and processing of certificate is rupees 500. All the participants who are paid the processing fee will receive the LMS access, the video recording for all the days, and the provision to download your FTP completion certificate. The procedure for receiving the certificate will be informed to you towards the end of the FTP. If any of you are yet to make the payment, please make the payment of rupees 500 to the account details that I will put in the chat shortly. If you are unable to attend any of the live sessions, they will be available in the LMS. We have shared the LMS access details through email to those who have shared the payment proof in WhatsApp till yesterday. Those who have shared the payment proof in WhatsApp today will receive the LMS access later in the day or by tomorrow. If you have any trouble in attending the WebEx online session, you can also join the YouTube live session, the link of which I will put in the chat now. Okay, I've put the link in the chat. My name is Sijin Jacob George. I'm working as Global Relations Manager for IPSA Solutions Limited, and I will be the event moderator today. Now, moving on to today's session, our technical session topic will be underlying threats of OBE, and we have a second part to it as well, the chat on ChatGPT and AI tools for educators. This topics will be delivered by Dr. Suresh Nambudiri, who's the Director of SPR Technologies, Pune. Now, a brief description about Dr. Suresh Nambudiri. Dr. Suresh Nambudiri is a product design specialist in automobiles, consumer electronics, home appliances, computers, and telecommunication, with over 30 years of industry experience. When he resigned from the corporate world to contribute to the Indian education sector, he was Chief Operating Officer with Tata Motors. He was part of the team that developed the first Indian car, Indica. He has designed and developed over 200 products, including washing machines, refrigerators, desktop and laptop computers, smartphones, and accessories, many of them for the first time in India. He has traveled over to 22 countries and closely worked with engineers from 8 countries. He is a highly sought-after professional interviewer for senior positions in engineering and management for Indian and MNCs operating in India. The insights gathered from interviewing over 12,000 candidates made him investigate and research the state of Indian education, particularly the engineering education. The findings eventually led him to associate with a global team of 158 industry professionals and 2 Ivy League universities for a pan-India ethnographic survey for unearthing root causes and finding sustainable solutions. Currently, Dr. Suresh Nambatri is working as the Director of SPA Technologies, Pune. He has served as a resource person for faculty development programs in the topics of outcome-based education, critical and creative thinking, ChatGPT, and AI tools for educators, design thinking, etc. He is currently collaborating with HEIs like IITs and NITs and other premium institutions for improving the employability of students. He is a mentor, researcher, and an educator in addition to a senior corporate consultant. He is a BTech Mechanical, MTech Production Engineering, and MBA New Product Development. His PhD the research subject is cognitive rigor requirement for startup and entrepreneurship. Over to you, sir. Sir, you're on mute.
Thank you, and a good evening to all. Now, let us wait a few more minutes because our participants' numbers are increasing. Meanwhile, I will speak about why I am sitting here. You have seen my background. I am coming from industry, and with my own interest, I gradually entered into education sector. The reason is that when you work in industry, you will really understand where we need to improve the quality of our students, so that anyway life is only once. It is important to contribute to the nation as a patriotic citizen, and that way very long time back, I happened to do research and venture into Bloom's taxonomy. In that way, I came to know about OBE, outcome-based education. Means I can tell these are all some 15 to 17 years ago, and I really got interested in this and did many things in this particular domain. And I am going to speak about those things on the go. Means when we get the opportunity. I am going to be here with you for 2 sessions, that is today and tomorrow. The basic thing is outcome-based education. Today, I am going to speak about mainly from OBE, that is why outcome-based education. Why are we speaking about this with such an intense way? For many people, I understand that OBE means it is another fad. It is another thing to come and go. But I am going to speak about OBE, why it is important, and what type of care we need to take. In one sentence, if I will tell you that OBE might be a last chance for our country's economic survival. I want to tell once again that outcome-based education might be a last chance for our country's economic survival. I am going to speak about why it is, how it is, and what we can do to improve this. And these 2 days, I am interested with speaking to you regarding 3 topics. One, that is OBE, outcome-based education, underlying threats. Second, I am going to speak about using generative AI for pedagogical excellence. That is, how to use ChatGPT type of tools for better teaching. Better teaching in the sense it is everything related to pedagogy. I am going to speak. That is the second thing. Third topic, what I am going to speak is, it is prompt engineering. That is prompting method. I repeat, first I am going to speak about OBE, underlying threats. Second, I am going to speak about how to use ChatGPT and AI tools for an exciting classroom. Third, I am going to speak about prompt engineering or prompting methods. These prompting methods are very important to make the best use of ChatGPT, BAD, or any LLM, and you can do the paper publishing and the research without plagiarism. So these are the 3 points I am going to cover. So the way in which I am going to plan these 2 sessions are like this. Today, I am going to speak, the first part, I am going to speak about outcome-based education underlying threats. Then the second part of today, I am going to start with 100 ways to use ChatGPT for an exciting classroom. 100 ways to use ChatGPT for an exciting classroom. And that is not going to get covered today. So tomorrow I will be taking prompt engineering or prompting methods and the balance of this 100 ways to use ChatGPT for an exciting classroom. So this is the plan. I hope you got the idea what you are going to get in the menu. So today, first I will start with the outcome-based education, its underlying threats. Let me start my presentation. Outcome-based education needs such an introduction, a royal introduction. The reason is when we go and buy something, we pay money and we want to get something in return. Some 4 years ago, my team and myself, we had the opportunity to travel across India and go to some 280 institutions of higher education. And we met some 37,000 stakeholders personally, one-on-one. Every one of them, they have the main grievance. Main grievance is that they are not getting anything in return from our higher education and technical education. The main complaints are from parents, students, even from teachers. So it is very important that when we invest something or when we pay for something, we have to get it back. So we are not here to sit who is to blame or what is to blame. We are only speaking here about the issue. And outcome-based education is one of the ways in which that can solve this particular problem. At the same time, we have to understand the danger associated with this. If you go and search on Wikipedia regarding outcome-based education, you will see like that many countries they started and many countries they discontinued this. Why they discontinued this? OBE discontinued, especially Australia, South Africa. There are many countries they discontinued OBE. It is because OBE's educational institutions started fabricating data and ultimately it is only data. There is nothing coming out of it. Therefore, they discontinued. And as a patriotic Indian, when I see this OBE, I really wish it should not happen in our country. it is necessary that OBE should get result here. OBE might be a good opportunity, or I was telling earlier, a last opportunity for our economic survival. How it is linked to that, how it is linked to law and order, how it is linked to economy, how it is linked to family well-being. I will speak to them in due course. Now let me go to the next slide. This is a newspaper cutting, new newspaper. I took a photograph of this thing and kept. This is a front page of Times of India. It's an advertisement. You see that there is an iPhone, there is a OnePlus, there is a MacBook, there are ACs, there are TVs, there are earbuds, there are iPads, there are refrigerators. What is common with all these things? The common thing is that none of them are Indian. None of them are Indian. Many people may think that, no, those things are made in India. I am going to speak about that later. But none of them are Indian. Here, I would like to tell you certain things from the skilling point of view and the economic point of view. For example, when a company called Foxconn, they assemble one Apple iPhone, that company is getting only $5. Only $5 out of $1,000. No, out of $1,000, this assembling company is getting only $5. And we are competing to do that one in India. Tata Group is going to assemble iPhone in India. In my opinion, Tata Group must be the people developing something to compete with the iPhone in the world. But we are only assembling. We are competing for that $5 out of $1,000. That too, every part of it comes from China. Ultimately, we are doing only the muscle work in India. So the same thing is happening with everything. Everything. You go to Wikipedia and search for a page called List of Inventors. There are about 1,500 names are there in that. 1,500 inventors. There are from many countries, many countries. You count for Indians. Indians are only 5. That too, after 1947 independence, there is only 1. This number 5 itself, right from Shushruta, he invented surgery. What we need to think is that why are we in this condition? We are exporting iron ore at 40 paisa per kg. And when it is coming back to India as part of a finished product, we are even spending 2,000 to 3,000 rupees per kg. So where is the employability? Where and why such a thing happening to our country? This is happening. The main reason is the skilling. For example, now Apple iPhone. Now the 4th or 5th model is being manufactured here in India. But how many Indians develop the skill to develop a new iPhone equivalent here in India? This is not the thing happened in Taiwan. This is not the thing happened in Korea. This is not the thing happened in China. Because with 1 decade of product subcontracting, they developed the skill for manufacturing on their own. Now, Huawei, or which is a Huawei, their phone is competing with the iPhone. Similarly, Korean phones are competing with the iPhone. And they are all getting the premium rate. Because, as I was telling you, out of $1,000, $5, $6 is going to the assembler. More than $650 is going to the development company. That is the benefit of a company who is developing the original thing. Why are we not able to do the original thing? This is the question. This is the question to be answered with the OBE. I am going to speak about those things now. Now, another tragedy I will tell you here below. It is a 10% Indian instant discount SBI card. It is, that means our State Bank of India, the central government funded bank, they are forced to give money loan for buying these type of products by another Indian. Another corollary is that in a family of four, nowadays at least three mobile phones are there. Minimum standard smartphone price of 15,000. My phone is only 15,000. 15,000 rupees. And every 3 years they are going to change the phone. Just imagine, every 3 years we are paying 45,000 rupees to China. That means 15,000 rupees per year we are giving China only as a subscription. Why such a thing is happening? This is what I am going to speak to you now through OBE. This is another screenshot. I took it from ndtv.com. Here, everything, even what is written in Hindi, it is about, it is all items, it is imported here. The key thing is, even though we claim that we are an IT superpower, the people who started coding in India, they are of my age, they are of my shape, they have my type of hair, gray hair. But even now, we have not developed one operating system in India. We have one thing, Madras IIT recently developed one Bharosa, that is copy. We have not developed an original operating system in India. More than 3,000 colleges in India are giving course on MCA, Master in Computer Application. And they have not developed even one world famous application here in India. We have not developed a mouse, we have not developed a keyboard. Just to leave rest of the thing, whether processes and all. Why is such a thing happening here in India? And we claim that we are superpower. We have the ability to become a superpower. But why are we sitting in this condition? That is the reason. If you go for World Bank record or OECD record, we will see that what is the maximum import of India as a country? It is finished engineering products. What is the maximum export from here? It is raw material. Raw material can be iron ore, raw material can be aluminum ore, raw material can be Roman and this raw human soul. We are exporting our souls from here. Why such a thing is happening here? I am going to show you those type of details here. Now let me go to the next page. So here you will see, like a ship, what we are seeing on the top is only one portion of that. Similarly, when we are seeing here all the motorcycle, cars, bike, phones, or washing machines, everything what we are seeing only in the top. There is real engineering is actually what is happening is below. So when we are saying like that, they are making here, what we are seeing is only the top portion of that. I will show you a little more in detail. Now this is what the invisible engineering, the need analysis, design simulate evaluation, technical problem solving, performance analysis, process planning, development of procedures, specification estimate. All this work is happening below. All this thing, it is in the top. Means what I am saying is that this entire below thing we are allowing Chinese to do. Therefore, our students are, our engineers are never getting the skill. Whoever is working here, they are only doing the superficial thing, what is required only to run a company here in India. Why is such a situation happening? Let me go to the next screen. That will be that will be clear. So from the screen, what I am telling you is that when we say this is made in India, this is the top portion is the only thing made here. This rest of the complete process. I being a product designer, I will tell you, in a smartphone sitting in your hand, if someone has to develop that smartphone from scratch, a person has to take 2 lakh decision points. 2 lakh valuable decisions people should make only to make one phone. Each decision has got its own repercussion. It has got its own implication. And by taking those decisions, people get experience. That is the experience will make people confident. Such a confidence will make people to invest, to make people to develop on their own. That is the reason last 10 years, OnePlus or Vivo or Oppo or what Huawei or whatever, they are all becoming world leaders because they have gone through this particular grind. When I take dumbbell, when I do that, I get a resistance. Through resistance, my nervous system and my muscles are becoming stronger. Similarly, by taking up real life challenges, we get our strength. That can be physical strength, that can be cognitive strength. So therefore, this is the classic example that what are the things we are not doing here and what are the things we are doing here. And for that, every Indian is paying heavily. For example, I heard that there's a semiconductor manufacturer called Micron. They are coming to India to make a chip here in India. They are sucking all our subsidies and they are guaranteeing only 5,000 employment for the next 10 years. And I saw a calculation in that, and all 5,000 are very low skill and accountants and packing and that type of job, nothing related to engineering or design. And they are offering 5,000 employment in the next 10 years. If you do the calculation, our expenditure for one low grade employment is 3 crore. That person is not going to get 3 crore rupees from his entire salary itself. But that is a subsidy we have to give. Why our country came to such a situation to invite people like this? That is a real point I am going to speak to you regarding related to OBE. Now, let us see that what is the current reality. This is from an all India ethnographic survey with 22,000 students and where our students start on Bloom's taxonomy. We all studied Bloom's taxonomy for setting up the question paper. But in foreign countries, they see Bloom's taxonomy is a level of attainment. If a person can understand something from here, it can be applied to some other unrelated thing. Immediately, one can say like that he is in the 3rd level of Bloom's taxonomy. Similarly, each grade we can see based on the level of attainment. Now let us see that our students graduated from our educational institutions. Where do they stand in Bloom's taxonomy or the level of attainment? Let us see that 94% of graduates are confused graduates and they can recall facts and repeat information. That's the only thing. They are in the Bloom's remember level. 3.7% of students, they are in comprehension. Now I will tell you the repercussions of this. 94% of graduates, confused graduates, they don't even have interest in one of the paper they studied in their graduation. Not even interest, because interest is they never got any interest in anything. And they go back to their houses, they fight at home, they make their parents to sell whatever it is. They just want to continue their education, that's all, because they don't have. They want to go to Germany, Australia, Britain, anywhere. Last year, India paid $80 billion. You have to understand 50% of our export income almost given as an education to send back to foreign countries. $80 billion spent for that. These type of students, they fight and they create issues at home, and they go to Germany, they go to Australia, etc., etc. They never get a job, and ultimately they will appear as something else, some low grade jobs, and they all will complain about education. Now 3.7% of graduates are average graduates. Please understand, companies like TCS, Cognizant, or Wipro, they take students from this particular grade, from 3.7% comprehension, because they can at least understand. If you tell something, they will follow and they will do. They need only such people. They need only such people. So they recruit from this particular level. Now, Bloom's taxonomy third level, that is apply. Apply, we have got 1.5%. Apply, we have got 1.5%. This apply students, they are the best we can get here. You will see that some of the top companies, they select this particular group. And when you are speaking about higher order thinking, that is analyze, evaluate, and create, totally it is coming to only 0.8%. We have only 0.8% of our students in higher order thinking. In higher order thinking, this is too less. I will tell you a secret here. You go to Wikipedia again, there is a page called gifted people. Gifted people in the sense a girl who can dance without even learning dancing, sing without even learning singing. Such people are gifted people. They have got the sixth sense to do a particular thing. And in every demography, that is 1.5%. This 1.5%, even we need to understand that we are chasing away even the gifted people. Why is such a thing happening? Why is such a thing happening? Why are many countries, many advanced countries? One professor told me from US. He told me that in USA, 1.5% of this gifted people, they take and they understand their giftedness and put at the right place. They put little more people into that. They become some 3 to 4%. This 4% they expand and bring to some 9 to 10%. He says that populations 9 to 10% are in this way. That is enough for the progress of the country. But we are actually reducing them. We are actually reducing them. Now let us see what is the main repercussion of that. This is what the 15 points of OBE graduate attributes of UGC. Now let us see what are all the graduate attributes, what is the corresponding Bloom's learning objective, and how much percentage of students are actually acquiring this. We need to go and understand the underlying meaning of each attribute. That is, disciplinary knowledge means what? What is the definition of that? Then you will see that its corresponding Bloom's learning objective is apply. Communication skill. Communication skill is not telling his or her name. Communication skill is listening to somebody, analyze the inner meaning, and then immediately responding to that. That is analysis. That is coming to higher order thinking, 0.8%. Critical thinking. Critical thinking is only spoken. It is never taught. It is never practiced. And it is coming into evaluation of Bloom's taxonomy. It is coming to 0.8%. Similarly, problem solving, scientific reasoning, cooperation, teamwork. We see like this up to here. All 15. We are getting maximum is 1.5% here. That is in the Bloom's apply level. Now let us see if this is the condition, because graduation means forget the discipline. Graduation means ultimate objective. Country is going to gain. Country is going to gain. That is graduate attributes. graduate attributes. Now let us see this. Now I am going to tell you an important thing, why foreign university syllabi don't produce the same result in India. Why foreign university syllabi don't produce the same results in India. This is what you need. This is what we need to understand. See, my all children, they studied in Columbia University, New York, New York, and I visited there. While visiting once, the provost of the Columbia University told me that 104 of their alumni are Nobel Prize winners. 104 of their alumni are Nobel Prize winners. And if you see the area of the university, it is 20 acre. It is not the building, it is not the acreage. There is something else which is going to build that cognitive rigor of the students of that institution. We are going to speak about that. Now let us see why foreign university syllabus don't produce the same result in India. See, this is a 1956 Bloom's taxonomy, and this is a 2001 Bloom's taxonomy. And in 2001 Bloom's taxonomy, that is a revised one. There's Anderson and Krathwohl, they added a knowledge dimension, that is thought process and the level of content. But still, we are using this revised taxonomy in a wrong way here in India. I will show you how that thought processes and the level of content got into this Bloom's taxonomy. This is what the Bloom's taxonomy on vertical axis. Remember, comprehend, apply, analyze, evaluate, and on y-axis, this factual, conceptual, procedural, metacognitive. That means this remember is split into 4. I can remember a factual thing. I can remember concept. I can remember procedure. I can remember metacognitive. Similarly, remember factual, it is recite. Remember conceptual, it is recognize. Remember procedural, it is recall. Remember metacognitive, it is identify. Similarly, comprehend factual, it is summarize. Comprehend conceptual, it is classify. Comprehend procedural, it is demonstrate. Comprehend metacognitive, it is understand. Similarly, apply. Apply factual, employ. Apply conceptual, provide. Apply procedural, carry out. Apply metacognitive, use. So here I would like to tell you that our software companies, means whatever we say high-tech companies, they have not developed an operating system. They have not developed a language. They are following the same service what they were doing in 1980s end. And they continue to do this. They have not improved at all. Their all innovations are coming how to squeeze employees maximum and increase the productivity. That is the only thing. But at the same time, we can say that companies like Adobe, for example, TCS has got 5,75,000 employees, and their employee revenue per employee is 27 lakh or 28 lakh. At the same time, Adobe, they developed PDF, they developed Photoshop, they developed Premiere Pro, they developed PDF, all those things. They have got only 12,500 employees. Their each employee contributes something around 45 crores. So here the basic thing is that the companies, they used to squeeze our employees, our youth, and they have not done anything to make them in the creative level of the Bloom's taxonomy or the evaluate analyze level. and they continue to do in the same process, and they are not the encouraging people to for the innovation here. Not only that, these companies go to our engineering colleges and they keep the standard. Our engineering colleges do not realize that ultimately the standard set by these software service companies are only Macaulay standards, Lord Macaulay standards, because they need people only up to this level, comprehend, remember level. They don't want people to go to the top level. But in that way, by taking these software company standards, our own industries are, our own educational institutions, including NITs, are degrading their educational standards. Now these are all the one by one. I will show you there is a significance for this color difference. I will show you later. See, create metacognitive. This is the level in which companies like Adobe, Tesla, Apple, and all operate. Now, this is an important thing. I do not have time to explain this thing completely, but this is cognitive rigor matrix. Cognitive rigor matrix, and here it is called depth of knowledge. Depth of knowledge. Exactly like Bloom's taxonomies that we divided it into 4 different sections. Here there are depth of knowledge. That means in remember, what is the depth of knowledge? In comprehend, what is the depth of knowledge? In apply, what is the depth of knowledge? In analyze, what is the depth of knowledge? So this is what the cognitive rigor matrix. Now let us see, there is no meaning of complaining. How to raise the level? How to raise the level? How to take our students from lower order thinking to higher order thinking? There is no meaning of just complaining and sitting. We need a solution for that. This is the solution for this. This is what we need to follow in OBE. For bringing students from remember to comprehension, the most important thing is we have to develop language for comprehension or literacy for comprehension in students. If we have a society from childhood, we tell our students that don't learn language, you only learn science and mathematics. This is what exactly Macaulay wanted. And at the same time, we say that Macaulay's things are English. It is not. Now that English as a Macaulay thing has gone from all over the world, minimum 20 to 30 years ago, but we are still keeping it. But language is the most important thing for comprehension, and English is a necessary evil. We cannot live without English. We cannot live with our by thinking that we can learn everything with our own mother tongue. That can happen after later. If we are doing today, it can happen after 15 to 20 years. Now it is not possible. So language for comprehension is the prerequisite for students to come from remember level to comprehension level. And critical and creative thinking are the prerequisites or imperative to come to apply level. And idea exposure and worldview are the most important thing if they have to do anything in higher order thinking. This is the reason we are not getting application, any computer software or application here in India, even after teaching in 3,000 colleges. Because even if you understand the technology, if you don't have idea exposure and worldview, you are not going to find any application itself. Even if you can understand syntax, and even if you can understand how to make a circuit diagram, but if we do not have critical and creative thinking, we are not going to do anything creatively a better thing. So these are all the 3 important steps to take our students from lower order thinking to higher order thinking, and for our country to develop. These are the 3 things: language for comprehension, critical and creative thinking, and idea exposure and worldview. when we are thinking about this one, cognitive rigor matrix, I have shown you there what are the prerequisites. If we have to come here, we need to have language for comprehension. If we have to go here, we need critical and creative thinking. If we have to reach to the higher level, if we have to develop our own products like Korea, China, Taiwan, USA, and Europe, etc., we have to be doing this. We have to be having these things here. Otherwise, we are not going to become. We will only import. We will only we will be consumers. We export our valuable thing. We import. We pay the bonus, gratuity, salary, increment, everything to the Chinese engineers, while our engineers work on the road. Now, let me introduce one young man here. His name is Lev Vygotsky. You will see only his this Lev Vygotsky's educational theorem, that is social cognitive constructivism. This is the theory applied all over the world. Every developed country or every developing country, his education principles are applied. He is a Russian, and you will see only young photograph of his because he died at the age of 38 years. And you can see that his theories are applied everywhere. And I would like to tell you, these Lev Vygotsky's theories are not at all mandatory for any teacher in higher education. My request is that please understand his theories, because these are all the things many state boards applied in their school education. Why? I do not know why such things are not applied in higher education and technical education, because this is what social cognitive constructivism. It mainly says like that students construct their own knowledge. When you are teaching to a 60-member classroom, even though you are one person speaking the same thing to all 60 students are going to construct their own meaning in their brains. This construction is the basis of his theory. So here, first thing is students construct their knowledge. Knowledge is not transferred passively, but is personally constructed. The learning is mediated. Cognitive development is not a direct result of activity, but it is indirect. Other people must interact with the learner, use mediatory tools to facilitate the learning process, and then cognitive development may occur. It is mediatory, this learning process. Language plays a central role in mental development. That is the reason remember to comprehend. Language is the most important thing. Then learning appears twice. Development cannot be separated from its social context. So these are the main 5 points of Lev Vygotsky's pedagogical works. These are the basic thing how we can build OBE, outcome-based education. That means if we do not have language for comprehension, critical and creative thinking, idea exposure and worldview, the secret is that without these 3 fundamental attributes, no student can attain any of the graduate attributes. We will only make it in column, Excel sheets and all. We will fabricate like Australia, South Africa and all, but no one will get the real graduate attributes unless we develop these things. Language for comprehension and critical and creative thinking, idea exposure and worldview. This is applicable to every discipline, right from mathematics to history to Malayalam. Right from chemical engineering to petroleum engineering. This is applicable everywhere. It can be art, it can be science, but it is applicable everywhere. Now let me finish this particular first topic here, and then I will go to the ChatGPT for pedagogical excellence. Meanwhile, I would like to know any clarification, so that before I go to the next step, I can clarify. Okay, there's a comment from Dr. Srijaraj Nambiar that noise is Indian brand. Yes, there's a news that yesterday they crossed 1,400 crore, but they are not making things in India. Now, if there are any question on this, I will answer now before going to the next session. Next session is ChatGPT for pedagogical excellence. Yes. Lima Thomas madam said our students lack basics. So this is what we are speaking about, basics. You must be knowing that Dr. Ramachandran was speaking about this new education policy and structure and all yesterday. Even as students to reach there, these three levels are the basic, fundamental. Unless we work on this, we are not going to reach anywhere. Whatever Lima Thomas madam said, it is very much correct. Any more question? If there are not more questions, I will go to the next session. See, Dr. M. Shirisha, as far as language is concerned, it is the mother tongue that should be emphasized. Okay. Mother tongue is very much required. I will tell you my two experiences. I lived in Japan for 2 years, and once I went to the the biggest bookshop in Osaka city. It was a 7-storied bookshop at that time. Its name is Books Kinokuniya. Books Kinokuniya. I went there and asked. I went to all seven floors. I could not find the English books. All are Japanese books. 7 stores. 7-storied shop, full Japanese book. I went to reception and asked where are English books. The reception madam told that they. I think there's a blockage.
Somebody's video had come up, sir. But I think it's okay now.
Okay. So what happened? There, I went to 4th floor based on that madam's direction, and I was searching for English books. Nothing. In the end, after so much of investigation, I found one shelf of English books there. Means maximum some 200 books. The reason is, even at that time, they were focused. Any English books, they had the wherewithal, they had the funds, they had the system to translate verbatim to Japanese language. Means without losing the beauty, without losing anything, without losing the essence, they could translate to Japanese. The same thing I had experience in France. I lived in France for some time in a city called Lille. Even though Lille is a small city, there was a big bookstall. There I could find in one shelf near to the toilet, That was the only shelf had some English books. Means they have developed their language to that level. It is the same thing with Russia. It is the same thing with the Spanish. Means their language they have developed. Now I have seen some of the technical books translated, I think through AI or something, translated from English to some of the local languages. I am telling you from my own, it is my experience. If you read that, you will hate that subject. Because when you translate, there should be a beauty. When you translate, there should be, it has to follow the same spirit. That translation we have not done. So therefore, if we have to start doing that, we have to start today with as part of the government policies. Within 15 years, we may reach in a situation that, okay, my mother tongue is Malayalam. By studying Malayalam alone, I will be able to combat Sam Altman of ChatGPT. I will be able to do that. But now I cannot. Now if somebody is instructing me that I have to learn only Malayalam, they are going to constrain my wisdom. They are going to constrain my knowledge. So therefore, it is not possible now. Now we have to take English as a necessary evil, and we have to go ahead with this. So let me go to chat box for more chats. Yes, whatever Bijimol Varghese madam said is our students need to live in other countries. They don't need foreign universities here. Exactly. Because bringing foreign universities here, it is not going to help. Exposure to different scientific thinking and infrastructure too is lacking in many schools and colleges. We need a practical way of teaching than simply loading with the theories alone. Yes. Vishalachi madam, students are not interested to improve themselves. They neither do hard work nor smart work. Only teachers take lots of effort, but the result is zero. Why is not possible to plan education based on social constructivism, at least in higher education? Okay, that is the question, madam. I am also asking. I was teaching my niece on 11th and 12th standard for Maharashtra board. In Maharashtra board, I will tell you, 10 years ago, they were using social cognitive constructivism, and proudly they have written that in the preface. But why such a thing is not coming to higher education? No idea. How do we motivate the students, make them interested? Okay, that is a question from Megashri madam. Madam, that is a topic for another session itself. We can speak. Okay. Dr. P. Mary Anupama, hardly 20% are going to be idea exposure. Yes, but now the thing is that very low. It is only 0.8%. Okay, now let me stop this. Let me go to the more interesting field and topic now. I am going to take another one. I hope you can see my screen. I am going to speak 100 plus smart ways to use ChatGPT for an exciting classroom. 100 places smart ways to use ChatGPT for an exciting classroom. And today, now this next 1 hour, and tomorrow 2 hours, totally 3 hours. My objective is that to make you well conversate with the ChatGPT and some of the AI tools, and you can use ChatGPT confidently in your classroom in various ways. You can publish papers without plagiarism. You can help this thing for your research without plagiarism. I am going to tell you how to do that. That is what we are starting with, the 100 smart ways to use ChatGPT for an exciting classroom. So even if you have not done anything with the ChatGPT, even if you have some experience with the ChatGPT, everyone will have something here. That is my promise. Generative AI has been hailed as a game changer for teachers, as it offers the opportunity for creating personalized, interactive, and engaging content that captures students' attention and interest. Now, this module, we have got about 100 smart methods, but due to time limitation, I will do the categorization, and some of the thing which is similar, I will try to omit, so that which are all the thing which is important, which needs explanation, can always means I will be able to give more time for that. I am showing the screen first. In the end, I am going to give the gist of this. Okay, these slides I do not know, because many of you will be accessing this through your mobile phone, so that I will explain to you what it is. Being teachers, we all know that for the last several years we were fighting against Instagram and WhatsApp to attract students' attention, because now we are dealing with a generation of students. They need continuous excitement. This WhatsApp and Instagram, they give continuous excitement, and when they expect the same excitement from the classroom, they started feeling that the classroom is a boring thing. Teachers are boring. Subject is boring. It is not exciting. So now, God sent ChatGPT. We can make our classes as exciting as WhatsApp and Instagram, as exciting as anything else. The same subject, we can make it interesting. We can have any sort of activities in the classroom. Everything can be done through ChatGPT or any other generative AI tools. So now, giving a gist about what is this all hype about this generative AI, I am going to give a brief about these things, and later we will enter into this 101 methods to create an exciting classroom through ChatGPT. First thing is that ChatGPT or generative AI can automate tasks. Please understand, I use ChatGPT for generative AI family. This ChatGPT is an LLM, that is large language model. It is not an AI tool. It is a mother of all AI tools. It is a large language model, LLM. So because ChatGPT is the very first LLM, ChatGPT is the most popular LLM. It has got daily some 10 crore people accessing ChatGPT worldwide. So therefore, now I use ChatGPT only to say that is generative AI. You must be using many other. Now this, even Elon Musk introduced one Gork, and this Scatterberg, he introduced another one. So the Elme or something, but ChatGPT is the most popular. Let us focus on that. Whatever I am saying is applicable to everything. So we can automate tasks, we can give advice, get advice, we can write code, debug code. Because of that, now in this year, my understanding is that the mass recruiters to engineering colleges and other professional colleges are going to be only 10%. Now unless IT students show some special abilities, it will be very difficult for them to get a placement. So this ChatGPT and generative AI itself is a solution for that. Now the generate ideas and brainstorm. You can generate ideas. How to do that? I am going to explain to you in due course. That is generate ideas and brainstorm. Then creating content. Then building websites and apps. Then our main thing, it is a chatting. Then analyze the data, generate data sets. Even we can get a dummy data sets from ChatGPT. And one thing which many of you would not have been seen or heard, it is create physical object. You tell what is in your mind. ChatGPT, through that, we can make a physical object. Let us go ahead with that. So now, welcome to the magical world of pedagogical excellence. Welcome to the magical world of generative AI. Setting classroom. Now, I will show you the main thing. What are the things I am going to show? Because it's 100 plus, it is too big. First, I am going to show introduction. It is about AI and generative AI, etc. Then, how to use ChatGPT to prepare for a class. Using ChatGPT for providing instructional assistance. Using ChatGPT to help students practice critical thinking. Using ChatGPT to build creativity in the subject discipline. Using ChatGPT for creating assessments. Using ChatGPT for creating study aids. Using ChatGPT to develop classroom activities. Using ChatGPT to help students face examinations. Now there are various other ways for students to use ChatGPT. Using ChatGPT for computer programming. Diverse uses of ChatGPT in education, that is total. Now the most important part. How can smart teachers prevent misuse of ChatGPT in class assignments? If teachers use these about 7 to 8 methods, students cannot misuse ChatGPT for class assignments. That will be the last of this pedagogical excellence through ChatGPT. Now let us go back. See, there are 3 or 4 slides. I will explain in a combined way. That is one, what is artificial intelligence? That is, technically speaking, AI is a computer science discipline that creates systems capable of performing tasks that requiring human-like intelligence. Human-like intelligence, it is not human intelligence. It may look like human intelligence. So that is what artificial AI, or we call traditional AI. How intelligent is artificial intelligence? How artificial is artificial intelligence? What is generative AI? Okay. So I am going to explain these 4 chapters with one story. You all know Dr. Devi Shetty. He is a world famous heart surgeon. Suppose one day Dr. Devi Shetty decides that he is going to make a robot for doing heart surgery. He will transfer all his knowledge to that robot, and the robot will do the surgery. So if Dr. Devi Shetty chooses the traditional AI and the robot start doing the heart surgery, if robot comes to a situation where it is not taught how to do, it will stop there. That means the traditional artificial intelligence is only as intelligent as it is programmed. There are artificial intelligence algorithms built into them. So to the extent they can learn from, they can do something with that algorithm, they will do. Afterwards, they will stop because they do not know what to do next. At the same time, if Dr. Devi Shetty using machine learning with generative AI, what happens is that this in machine learning, this robot will observe Dr. Devi Shetty's surgery for a long time. And when it starts doing surgery, even if they come across, this robot come across a situation which it has not seen, it will predict and it will do the surgery. That is the difference between the traditional AI and the generative AI through machine learning. Means it is learning and it can predict the future. Now, for example, when you use ChatGPT, the screen is not getting loaded like a Google search. It is getting generated in front of us. Why? ChatGPT's or generative AI's, the fundamental thing is this. Based on the prompt or based on the instruction given, it is looking for what is the most probable next. Like if I am walking in a road in the darkness, if I am going to check, okay, I will use my one leg to see that, okay, next, if it is same road, if I check and go. Actually, generative AI or ChatGPT while generating a response, it is doing the same thing. It is only checking what is the most probable next. For giving them this information, it has got so much of trained data. I hope it is clear to you. I hope it is clear to you. It is ChatGPT or generative AI always looking for what is the most probable next. This what is the most probable next is the reason core of any generative AI. whether it is doing heart surgery, whether it is writing a letter for you, whether it is making a drawing for you. So please understand, this is what the thing. So from this story, you will understand that how intelligent is traditional artificial intelligence. It is only as good as it is programmed. And how artificial is artificial intelligence, how much ever we are programming into this. Now, I will tell you a story. I started working on computers in 1989. I am one of the first person to use computer-aided design in India. I started then because I was in the product development. I was part of the team to develop the assembly lines for washing machine manufacturing, car manufacturing, all several type of manufacturing. And you know that all these assembly lines, robo is a part of it. So whenever this robo people come with some computer, the computer and all, they used to tell me that there is an artificial intelligence. But over a period of time, I realized that there is nothing called artificial intelligence. It is only a name given because ultimately at some layer, somebody programmed something and it is only working up to there. In 2014-15, 2014-15, I was in Columbia University, and there I happened to attend a seminar, and there one person, he was from Harvard, he specifically told that essay grading software were very important at that time. He specifically said, essay grading software is with the AI is just fake, because they are only counting words. They are only checking some syntax. They are not intelligent to check to check real essays. The reason he said, if the software cannot recognize between sarcasm and joke, if it cannot understand emotion, then what is essay grading this software is doing? What he said, I felt that it is very sensible, because if a software has to analyze an essay, it should have the ability to analyze the sensitivity. It never had. So therefore, I always believed that artificial intelligence is just intelligence programmed at some place, that's all. And it is, to some extent, it is fake. But in 2022, when OpenAI introduced ChatGPT, I was reading in Time magazine that OpenAI's ChatGPT can write a text in any style without losing the essence. That particular thing, immediately I got that now we are entering into a different area of a different time. Now we are entering into another world, because this is going to raise the level to another limit. And from that time onwards, I have started specializing on this. I read a lot, I worked a lot. I wrote 5 books on generative AI. They are there on Amazon. And we are one of the first in India to take API from OpenAI, and we developed our own software platforms with that. We developed the world's first research methodology through AI. Means getting an idea to the PhD report, PhD thesis, to the defending the thesis. Up to that level, you can do through ChatGPT, and it will dig out such an important information that in a normal way, you take literature review, you take you take identifying the problem, you take variables, you take a hypothesis, you take scales, you take anything. Everything can be done with the ChatGPT through our own classical iteration process. So these type of things we could do that one, because I really felt that with my age, I am telling you, the ChatGPT with the ChatGPT, I feel I got about 15 years of my life free now. Means I got that type of an extension. That is the power I feel through this ChatGPT type of generative AI. Okay, coming back to this. This is what the gist of this. What is generative AI and how we are going to use, I am going to explain to you now. This is a special thing. You have seen that with the generative AI, you can make a audio, you can make a graphics, but this is 3D printing. You tell ChatGPT your dream teacup. You explain it verbatim. You explain or you articulate. With your articulation, how should be the body of the teacup? What should be the decoration? How should be the handle? How should be the corner? You tell that ChatGPT can make the prompt and it can be transferred to a 3D printing machine. It will print the teacup and give to you. That is the power. That's the power generative AI has generated. Okay. I am very sure that most of you would have used ChatGPT for something. Now, I have seen one message here in the chat. It says that ChatGPT gives some wrong information. I would like to tell you few things before going further. Point number one is that ChatGPT has got settings. ChatGPT has got versions. ChatGPT can be controlled. What type of response we want to get from ChatGPT, it can be controlled. There is nothing like that. This is what ChatGPT gave, because it is working on GIGO, garbage in, garbage out. So if we are going to give garbage, we will get garbage out of it. So therefore, what we give exactly, that is the ability of the person who is asking question. That is what we call prompting. I am going to spend at least 1 hour to explain to you how to do prompting for ChatGPT, so that you will get a variety of answers from this. And whatever you get a response from this, from ChatGPT, don't take it immediately as it is. You have to question ChatGPT, and you have to really squeeze ChatGPT. You push ChatGPT to corner, then ChatGPT will start giving ChatGPT's best. ChatGPT is not going to give every information to a person who is just putting like some keywords like Google. Some keywords like Google, you are not going to get. If anybody telling you that this is what I got from ChatGPT, ask him or her back with what setting, with what type of prompt, with what type of questions you got that answer. Let me see. And when you heard this answer, or when you got this answer from ChatGPT, what did you do? What is the question you asked back? At least you go for ChatGPT is chat. Chat means it is not a monologue. Chat doesn't mean that you give one strike and whatever you get, you take it home and you take it and go home. Actually, chat means it is a dialogue. So that we have to bring something out of a dialogue. And a dialogue, good dialogue means there is a good transaction between both. If you are giving a good question to ChatGPT, it is guaranteed that ChatGPT will raise the level and give better answers to you. So there is nothing called one answer from ChatGPT. If anybody telling me that this is what I got from ChatGPT, I am not going to listen. I am going to ask questions back. So therefore, Therefore, getting good answers from ChatGPT is our own job. Onus is on us. Now, second point is ChatGPT is only 1 year old infant. Don't judge it. Don't judge it too much. It's a growing technology. One of my friends, he told me that if the first automobile was born in India, we would have killed it because we don't have that mind to nurture a new technology or nurture or support a new technology. We just want to criticize and we just want to kill. Let us not do that one. ChatGPT is an evolving, very important technology. Every moment, let us see that what best can be used with that. So now we are into ChatGPT. The basic thing what we have to do is that go to this chat.openai.com. Some of the misconception, because I receive many phone calls from many of the participants. ChatGPT is not a software to be purchased and installed. It's a web app, and we can go to web and we can go to chat.openai.com. That is point number one. Point number two is ChatGPT's free version is called 3.5. This 3.5 version is a decent one. It will give so much of information. But there is a paid version, that is ChatGPT 4 Plus. And I heard that now today they are introducing 4 Turbo. So this 4 is a paid version, and we have to pay some $20 plus $3 Indian GST. It will come to $23 per month. But ChatGPT 4 is 700 times better in reasoning. 700 times better. So if you are doing any serious work, if you are doing a research, if you are writing something, any serious work, if you are a professional, my request is that $23 what you are paying is worth. It is worth. So you will get such a special responses, and you will really feel that it's a blessing for our life. So therefore, ChatGPT is not something to be purchased and installed. ChatGPT is not the free versions. The response is not that good. Paid version is 700 times more improved. And there is a cutoff. There's a cutoff for this ChatGPT. What we are doing 3.5 and 4. There we will get something around maximum 4,500 token. That's about 3,000 words. 3,000 words should be the question plus answer. It is not answer alone. In the sense, if your question is 2,500 word long, you will get an answer of 500 words only. So that is the limitation there. Go ahead. I am going to show this prompt and prompt engineering tomorrow. Okay, now we are going to the first one, using Class GPT for class preparation. Whatever I am showing here, please take this as a concept. At major places, I will show you the real example in ChatGPT. And tomorrow, when you see the prompting, you will understand that how this can be used in a personalized way for you. Now create a course description. See, I am going to ChatGPT. I am taking a new chat, and I have put this. Write a college course description for an introduction to artificial intelligence course for 14-year-old students who are with a biology background. Write in 2 paragraphs. See, I have put this twist. Artificial intelligence for the students with the biology background. These are all the ways in which we can actually make the best use of ChatGPT. Write in 2 paragraphs. Let me see how ChatGPT is going to give result here. it has given course title Foundations of Artificial Intelligence and Exploration for Aspiring Biologists. See, create learning goals and outcomes as per the various levels of Bloom's taxonomy. For example, these are all some of the simple example. I am writing like that. Write learning outcomes for a strength of materials course from civil engineering perspectives for second year graduate students at the remembering level of Bloom's taxonomy. Hey, you know that for OBE, you will be making POs, COs, etc. ChatGPT is the best thing to do that. Now it has written, upon successful completion of strength of materials course from a civil engineering perspective, second year students at the remembering level of Bloom's taxonomy. What are the things? It made 10 points for that. Now let us go to ChatGPT can create a lesson plan for a teaching manual. I will show you an example here. Please see this carefully. Act as an academician. Create a lesson plan for college undergraduate students for the database management system on the learning outcome. I am giving outcome to ChatGPT. So based on this outcome, create a lesson plan. So I have given the outcome here. Now I am telling ChatGPT to create the lesson plan. See, it has given course, database management system, topic from conceptual to physical, designing and implementing a database, duration 2 hours, target audience, learning outcome, and a lesson plan. All these details are there on LMS. All these details are there on LMS. Let me go next. If there is some time you are stuck in the classroom and you need to give some activity for your students, immediately go to ChatGPT. ChatGPT can immediately design, really craft a classroom activity for immediate thing. I will show you an example here. Go to ChatGPT. I am write a classroom activity that would help students better understand the challenges for creating a syllabus for the course in a university. All students, you know that many people criticize syllabus, but how difficult to create a syllabus if we are starting from scratch. Let us make a 15 minutes 15 minutes role play in the classroom. Activity title, the syllabus construction challenge. Objective, to engage students in understanding the complexities and considerations involved in creating an effective syllabus for a university course. So what are the materials? What are the activity description? Means there is a total plan is made so that students will come to know how a syllabus is made in the university. Develop a list of icebreaker questions and activities. Suppose you are new to a class, or you are taking a new subject, or there is something new. You need an icebreaker there. So you can ask ChatGPT. You please give an icebreaker. For example, I am showing you a good example here. You are teaching for MBA, and what are some icebreaker questions one could use for an undergraduate, or okay, it's not MBA and BP, undergraduate college level class in retail management. In retail management on a rainy day morning. It's a rainy day morning. Okay, that is a setting. Now you need an icebreaker. You can tell ChatGPT, give me an icebreaker. ChatGPT will blend retail management with the rain. Or this thing, there will be a very good thing for you to start the class so that students will give maximum attention to you. See weather related connection, rainy days or personal shopping experience, product placement scenario, consumer behavior reflection, retail atmosphere discussion. Means it is giving you 10 different ways to start a BBA class on a rainy day, and the subject is retail management. Now let us go to the next. Going little fast. Okay, now in new education policy, this is a very important thing, that is community building and volunteering, etc. You can use ChatGPT to give ChatGPT to get very good new innovative relevant. Yeah, this is an important thing. As I was telling you that we have gone to something around 270 colleges in India. One of the main complaints we received is that many teachers do not have the ability to tell the right example. Right example. As we were speaking, it requires world view, or it requires some empathy with the things, or it requires extra reading. Now with the ChatGPT, we can solve all these things. We can, any subject you give, ChatGPT will give the correct, interesting example for that. So you can teach every subject, every topic, every paragraph with some examples. So this is the best way. Why examples are important? Through examples, our brain neurons will get connected. That is connected with the subject. That is called associativity. So examples will give associativity. Even now, when we think about our school days, we remember many things associated with something. So therefore, ChatGPT is a very good thing, for very good tool to create examples. I am not showing this thing because by this time you learn this, and tomorrow I am going to show you. Tomorrow I am going to show you the prompts for this. Crafting personalized lecture notes. See, we all know that there are various learning styles. Since there are some messages in the chat box. What I do, I will conclude this 5 minutes before, and I will answer all questions, and I will give my phone number also. Anyone has got any clarification, they can call me. This phone number has got WhatsApp also. Okay. Now, we all know that there are various students with various learning styles or learning abilities or disabilities, so we can make classroom notes for various students. in 1 minute, 2 minutes. It is not necessary. It is not necessary that we are spending so much of time for various type of students. You make a note for one particular style, and later on you can tell that convert this notes to a group of students with this type of interest and attributes. I will tell you, it is not a joke. If, we have created one chemistry lesson. We have created a chemistry lesson that can be easily understood by football lovers, cricket lovers, basketball lovers. Chemistry lesson. I hope you got the flexibility of this. It's a chemistry lesson. We wrote prompt so that you translate these notes to the students who are fan of football, fan of basketball, fan of in that way. This is an interesting point. When you have got your own notes, when ChatGPT is telling you that this can be the classroom notes, ChatGPT at the same time, ChatGPT will tell that these are the things you can write on your board, on your whiteboard in the class. So it is actually a good combination. You are getting direction from ChatGPT what is to be given in the classroom notes. ChatGPT is telling you in association, in continuation of this, write this there on the whiteboard. Yeah, this is an important thing. I will show you an example how to create rubrics. 24. I'm going to ChatGPT. I am putting this create a rubric to assess the volunteering effort by graduate students for a village road construction. I am putting this some of the things as an extreme only to show its capability, because I can put a chemistry class or I can put a history class or I can put any syllabus, but I am showing you only to show the power of this. See how nicely it has made. It has understood for a village road construction what are the criteria. What are the criteria and what are this four different ways. It is a participation and engagement. It is giving excellent 4, good 3, satisfactory 2, needs improvement 1, and unsatisfactory 0 points. Then teamwork and collaboration, quality of work. I just gave 1.5 line. Just or 1 line. See, when GPT was introduced, the first thing everyone was excited was that we can make PPT slides with that, and there were some of the tools called some Chat PPT and all. There were many. Now, for your information, there are more than 25,000 AI tools there on internet, and most of them are going to die down. The reason is that all these features are going to become part of the ChatGPT itself. That is the news I read today. Means this evening I got it, because this is the morning at San Francisco. ChatGPT, OpenAI, they have completed 1 year. There is a celebration going on, and in that celebration, they declared that almost all these things they are going to give part of ChatGPT, and it seems ChatGPT API cost they reduced by 50%. So there is no reliance for these tools. At this point, I wanted to make one important important. At this moment, I want to tell an important point. When this ChatGPT came for slides, many teachers, they started using it for automation of the slides, and many of them got caught because their students also got similar slides. So therefore, therefore, what we need to understand is AI is not a tool only to speed up things. AI is a tool for improving ourselves. As I tell in my every program, AI is not for making things fast. AI is for spreading our wings. AI is for spreading our imagination. AI is for doing something which was not possible by us till now. So AI is something like a super hand, super brain given to us. That will be controlled by us, but we are going to do more. For example, I will tell you, in my father's childhood, at that time there were no cars. But when this automobile came to our society, we didn't use automobile to go fast from one point to other point we normally used to go. We actually used automobile to travel further, to reach places we could not reach by walking. So this generative AI, it is like a car, it is like an automobile revolution. We can go to the distances we could not have reached without that. So that is the power of AI. Each one of us, instead of using to save time, we have to use spreading our wings. So making PowerPoint slides, the best way is to tell ChatGPT to write slides, and you put those things on a good PowerPoint, so that you need not pay money also. You will get a very decent, because even PowerPoint is giving very good slides. You can use it. Even I am going to show you in this one how you can tell ChatGPT, what are the contents required? What are all the even you can ask ChatGPT, give graphics ideas. If you are got a paid version, you can tell ChatGPT, make an image in this way. Whatever ChatGPT is giving, we can tell DALL-E to make an image and give, so that it will exactly match. And each slide will have your personality shining from this. It is not something copied. It is built by you. Generate discussion questions or topic in the same way done. Now we are going to using ChatGPT for personalized study plans and support for students. See, I am speaking a little regarding pedagogical excellence. There are 3 accepted models about the type of students we see in the class. One is work model, second is multiple intelligence, other is MBTI. I will show you this thing, work model. It is, V stands for visual learners, A stands for auditory learners, R stands for reading, writing learners, K stands for kinesthetic learners. You know that. You know these are all the separation based on learning styles. So you can use this. You can use ChatGPT to give notes to various type of learning style. I am writing here as an example for work model. See, act as a visionary academician. Create a personalized learning plan for undergraduate students who are kinesthetic according to the work model, the subject database management. Here also it is given as a twist because kinesthetic means those students, they learn better by doing things, but we are giving it for database management. For database management, how kinesthetic students will perform. Now let us see. See, personalized learning plan for kinesthetic learners, database management, students profile, course title, course duration, and a learning philosophy. See, the learning plan is rooted in the understanding that kinesthetic learners absorb information best through hands-on activities and real-world application. The plan emphasizes practical exercises, labs, and field experiences that align with the theoretical aspect of the database management. So it made a plan so that it involves hands-on work and field work, etc. The same thing we can do with you know about multiple intelligences, theory of multiple intelligences. Similarly with the MBTI. MBTI stands for Myers-Briggs, the type indicator. This Mad Lib stories are an interesting way, interactive way to learn something. You can always tell ChatGPT to create Mad Lib story for any subject. As you know, Mad Libs are fun and educational activity that can be played by people of all ages. They teach parts of speech, reinforce reading skills, develop imagination, everything in any discipline. You can tell ChatGPT to create. I will show you an example here, even though it's a very simple example. Which is the subject 30. See, this is a little funny. Create a back to school Mad Lib story of an undergraduate student who is scared of zoology labs. These are all very good ways to teach or make a tough subject funny. You can make this and you can show it on the you can show it in a smart class. You can show it in a board, or you can say, you can send it as a WhatsApp message. You can do this in various ways. Create an outline for any topic. I will show you an interesting example here. Create an outline of this essay with the seed word. See here, I have given an essay. I have given a short essay as part of my thing. I told ChatGPT essay outline, personalization in retail, harnessing the power of data analytics with a focus on Indian market. It generated an outline very clearly and given to me. This was the essay I submitted to ChatGPT. All these details, they are there in our LMS. Generate creative writing prompts. You can use ChatGPT to make students practice creative writing. This is an important thing. Write instructions for various tasks. Any task we can tell ChatGPT to you write instruction for that. I will show you an example here. I will show you an example here. See, I am telling ChatGPT, what are the steps for creating a video on a smartphone, uploading it to YouTube, and embedding it in a blog post for a person with an iPhone 10? This is a task. This is a task given. Now ChatGPT is going to give the step by step what to do. Creating a video, uploading it to YouTube. Yeah, this is an important thing, that creating. See, this is the way you can make a PPT from ChatGPT that will be far, far better than any other PPT tool. Create an outline for a 10-slide show on a personalization in retail, harnessing the power of data analytics. Indicate the title, diagrams, and bullet points for each slide. Also provide suggestions of images for every slide where there is no diagram. I am telling ChatGPT to make a 10-slide PowerPoint presentation on this particular topic, and I want ChatGPT to tell me the title and diagrams and bullet points for each slide. And I am telling ChatGPT, if there is any slide with no diagram, please suggest an image there. Now let us see what is the response it is giving. See, this is a title slide. See, where there is no diagram, it is giving image suggestion. See, generate dummy data. For those teachers, they are in various fields like statistics, computer, all these places, we need a dummy data. I am going to ask for dummy data here. Dummy data from ChatGPT. I give like this a prompt. Create a table of 12 rows of dummy data with the following columns: names, address, city, state, and zip code. Use fake names and addresses for the data. All names should be from the Indian state of Gujarat. Now you see like this, you will get names of all Patels, Mehtas and all, because it is from the state of Gujarat. It has created dummy data, the dummy data as I requested, even with the address, city, state, and pin code, and everything is fake. Now it is our clarifications. Let me take one by one. Okay, there is a question from Neston Johnson, sir, that ChatGPT is not reliable. You please take like this, which is a version you are using. Which is a version you are using, because when you are going for serious work, you have to use ChatGPT 4. Yeah, this is what Dr. Asuma PV, that ChatGPT is good if you give the correct prompt for research. Uh, Dr. M. Shirisha, which version of ChatGPT are you using? I am using ChatGPT 4. And SP Vishalachi madam, please give the website link again, sir. Okay, I will give. Dr. Revati, what extent is the authenticity of the information from ChatGPT? See, ChatGPT is a source. It is not a source, it's a tool. We have to understand this, a fundamental line, Dr. Revati. ChatGPT is a tool, it is not a source. So through ChatGPT, we can get many things. So therefore, we cannot say information collected from ChatGPT and you check its authenticity in various ways. Because you are getting great brain, so many things like this. It is like if you are reading from a textbook and the bibliography was not there for that. It is, we immediately go there and search from where we get it. See, Dr. Lima Thomas madam's question. Sir, there is a doubt. As we use ChatGPT for our teaching and learning process, will the students need a teacher? One fine day, teachers will be replaced by AI in the form of ChatGPT. Where is the chance of individual thinking and application? Very alarming feel if we use continuous ChatGPT. Okay, Lima Thomas madam's question is very right, but the answer is also very clear. For example, if I decide that I can daily get food from hotel and I don't need my wife or I don't need my mother, then I am seeing my wife or mother as people who only give me food. There are many things. There are many other things. We have relationship. We have love. In the same way, what is the definition of a teacher? What is the definition of a mentor? If we are raising to the level of a teacher and a mentor, then no ChatGPT can be a substitute for that. But for those people, they never raise to become a teacher. They never develop a trust. Or like Swami Vivekananda said, a lighted lamp only can light another lamp. So if this teacher is not a lighted lamp, he can only spit something which is written in the textbook, then that teacher will vanish because ChatGPT can replace him, but ChatGPT cannot replace a real teacher. Now there is a question, Dr. T. Arumuka Maria Devi madam. Is there any procedure for accessing ChatGPT? Oh ma'am, that you please call me separately, or you will get the information from anywhere, anywhere. So that anyway, I promise that I will give you my phone number. I am writing it here: 967-367-0033 is my number. So now this is the thing. Lima Thomas madam, again, as such students lost reading and writing skills. If we keep using this modern electronic software, what will happen to our conventional teaching methods? It may be good for certain level, but if we introduce this to students, Lima Thomas madam, I wanted to tell you that I go to my native place in Kottayam. There we have got many palm leaf. Old literature is there. At that time, the skill was seen as how you write that stylus on the palm leaf. That was the skill. Later, it became typewriting skill. Later, then it became in between writing skill. But there is a skill migration. The time now is whether we have got skills to develop insight. Skill to develop insight is the skill now. Let it come in an audio form. Let it come in a video form. Let it come in any form. Let it come through WhatsApp University. Even then, if we have the ability to develop insight, that is the skill. So therefore, we need not be afraid of any electronic thing in that. So there is a question from Noorjahan Majid madam, but there is no question, only sir. So I hope she will ask question. Now there is a question from Dr. Asuma Bibi madam. ChatGPT will not replace teachers even if the students learn ChatGPT. The humanized, yes, that's the point. The humanized and personalized emotions of a human being will never be replaced with artificial intelligence. Madam Asuma Bibi said this is the correct thing. Only thing we should raise to become that lighted lamp. Then we should become that lighted lamp, then we will not get replaced by ChatGPT. So here there is a question, how can we create a PPT in ChatGPT? I think I have shown you here. I think you have, this question was before that. And if you still have doubt, please give me a call. I gave you my phone number. ChatGPT is really good tool, but handling style of the tool is in our hand. Yes, that is the same thing. Whatever Tana said, it is like a matchbox. We can cook food. We can burn a house. It is like a knife. We can cut our vegetables. We can kill somebody or do a surgery. It is all in whose hand the tool is. ChatGPT is a very good tool, but okay, that is the thing. How can I still there is a doubt? Please call me. I have given you my number. We are seeing entire project reports done using ChatGPT. Will this not reduce the thinking capacity of individual? Okay, that is a question from Meghashri madam. See, we are seeing the entire project report. We are seeing entire research report. We are seeing entire this publication. Everything is from ChatGPT. Everything is from ChatGPT. The reason is that ChatGPT is a tool. For example, when I am constructing, if I use ChatGPT at brick level, then I am the successful person. But I cannot use ChatGPT at house level. I cannot use ChatGPT for the final finishing. Then it will be exposure of plagiarism. We have to use ChatGPT in the molecule level. We have to use it in the brick level. I hope that will convey the message. Dr. T. Arumuga Maria Devi Madam, it's a ChatGPT is free for 3.5 version. ChatGPT is paid for 4 version. And as I was telling you, ChatGPT 4, the developers claim is 700 times more powerful.
I think you have taken all the questions, sir.
How is the AI tool to be acknowledged if it is used in any project or research paper? See, there is a big confusion regarding AI and plagiarism. I am going to explain in detail tomorrow. Can we evaluate exam sheets with the ChatGPT? You can, but you need a separate hardware if it is on exam sheet. If it is in software, you can do that.
to ask the questions? Else we will move on to the next session. Please note, everybody, we will have a continuation of this ChatGPT and tools for educators tomorrow as well. Please join in on time. So shall I proceed to the next session then?
Yeah, sure.
All right, okay. All right, we will next move on to the next session. That's Word of Thanks. Word of Thanks will be delivered by Haridha Rajiv, who's the Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science. Over to you, ma'am.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, please proceed.
Okay. Esteemed guests, professors, and participants, good evening all. As we come to the end of this fruitful section, it gave me great pleasure to propose the vote of thanks on behalf of Department of Computer Science, St. Albert's College Autonomous. It has been a honor and privilege to be a part of this event, and we are grateful for this opportunity to host it by association with Kerala State Higher Education Council. First and foremost, I would like to express sincere gratitude to our resource person, Dr. Suresh Nambudiri, Director, Expert Technology, Pune, for handling session on underlying threat of OBE and ChatGPT and AI tools for educator, who engage us with all the aspects of knowledge through the FDP program. All the participants will be enriched with some knowledge which you shared through this program. Sir, your presentation has been highly informative and provoking, shedding and light on significance of outcome-based education in shaping the future of higher education institution and the overall learning experience. Thank you, sir. A special vote of thanks goes to our participants. Your active participants engaging questions and eagerness to learn have made this session a vibrant and enriched one. Once again, thank you all for being a part of this online faculty development program, and we look forward to your continued participation in the coming days. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Haridha Rajiv, for the vote of thanks. Please note, everybody, tomorrow also we will continue with this session on ChatGPT and AI tools for educators. That will be taken by Dr. Suresh Nambudiri. Please join in on time at 7 p.m. Yeah, thank you again for taking your effort and the time to attend this session. I think we will end for today, and we will see you all tomorrow at 7 p.m. Thank you very much, Suresh sir, for that wonderful session.
Thanks, Ajay. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, we will see you tomorrow then.
Okay, see you tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll continue. All right, everybody, have a wonderful evening. Thank you again for joining this FTP. See you tomorrow.